Welcome to the Colours of Womanhood. I'm your host Kaya, an international Hatha yoga teacher and breathwork guide living cross-culturally. In this podcast I speak with women from around the world about identity, health, culture, and what it really means to live as a woman today. These are honest, layered conversations inviting you to reflect, reconnect, and explore your own experience of womanhood. Today's meeting is based upon the podcast conversation I had with Sarah Britton from My New Roots. And Sarah Britton, to me, she's really a very inspirational, wonderful woman. Really the woman you would like to have beside you, living next door. But she talked a lot about self-worth and our self-criticism, our critical voice. And that's what this meditation is going to explore. We're going to explore, where that critical voice is. Yeah, how we can kind of gently slow that critical voice down and coming to a place of self-worth. And if we can kind of live from that place of self-worth, as a woman, you start radiating. Yeah, you're kind of radiating strength, very presence, being and living from out of your own intuition. So feel as you come into a comfortable meditation posture, whether that's seated in crossed legs or in a half or full lotus position, whether you're sitting on a chair, feeling your feet on the ground, or maybe you've got the support of pillows and or the wall. Just do everything that you get comfortable, but feeling that you can make length in your spine without overstretching, without it becoming unnatural. But you do want to feel the length through your spine. The neck is aligned with your spine, your head in the middle as if it's balancing on top of your neck. And your chin is a little bit into the space of the throat. And maybe just one time have a soft shoulder roll, that the shoulders go up when you inhale. And as you exhale, gently release them down into your arms. Make it soft, gentle in your arms. And you place your hands in Guana Chin Mudra, curling the index finger or placing it at the root of your thumbs. And then hand palms on your knees for Guan Mudra, or you turn your hand palms up to the sky for Chin Mudra. You might want to give both a try, but do that very consciously. Yeah, because mudras are very specific in how they direct energy. And then feel the front of your upper body. Feel your belly, your rib cage, your chest and your heart, your throat, and your face. And just already by bringing the awareness into those spaces, you can feel if something feels blocked. Where can you feel your breath? Where you're holding tension? It's already a kind of scan of your physical body. And just notice how your eyes are closed. And they can just be closed and there might be a lot of movement happening behind your eyelids. You then notice as well that you've got still many thoughts happening. And which isn't a criticism, it's just to observe that. And see if you can go to a place that you either turn your eyes more upwards at the center in between the eyebrows. And really find your center where you can place a flame of a candle that's still immobile. Where you can really direct your gaze to be in a one-pointed concentration. And if it's too uncomfortable for your eyes, you can gaze them down to that square below your nose. So you choose either and try to really keep your gaze there. And notice when your gaze or when your eyes move away, see that you can bring them up again or down below your nose. You just have a deep in and exhalation into your whole upper body. And if you've been practicing more with me, you know we use Ujjayi breath, the contraction of the glottis, just in the kind of entrance from the mouth into the throat. That produces a soft snoring sound in the space of your throat. And it's a sound that's compared to the waves on the ocean. Just take a few moments, if you can, come into Ujjayi breath, into that sound, that soft snoring sound, feeling a kind of tingling sensation in the space of the throat, and perhaps imagining the waves on the ocean. When you inhale, how that wave comes up to shore, and when you exhale, how that wave goes backwards. And at the same time, that wave that goes backwards, the water has left quite a lot behind on the shore. Let's say with our exhalation that we want to kind of leave behind anything inside of us that feels possibly uncomfortable, maybe toxic, anything in terms of stress, in terms of tension in the body. And obviously with kind of 3 or 4 breaths with the exhalation, it doesn't disappear, but you do bring your awareness in it. And to make your body already lighter, to make those thoughts less heavy. And it's as if you feel that breath, that exhalation, and as if you just kind of you throw all the thoughts on it, all those confrontations, anything that lets you kind of disappear from your center. That exhalation that goes down and as it moves through your whole body. I can therefore go and reach the ground. And as if there, you can bring it into the ground. And as if the ground can dissolve it all. So try to continue with Ujjayi, keeping your eyes well focused in Brahmatya, the center in between the eyebrows or below your nose. And also feel your lower body, your bottom, your legs and your feet. Take a moment to really feel those parts that are deeply connected to the ground, that are really touching the ground. Letting the gravity work. And while you keep your spine long, at the same time you want to feel as if any weight from your upper body can go down into your lower body. And as you can start releasing more and more in your body, while you keep the length, you can keep a natural length in your spine. But also here, you notice when you start focusing more on that, and what is that doing? What is it showing you inside your body? Yeah, you might come to a discomfort. You might feel a tension. You might feel, oh, I'm actually not so released in my body. Do I actually have the experience of what it feels to be released in my body? To really let go of any weight physically, but also mentally, symbolically, emotionally. So notice when you hear these words coming, and what is that doing to you? That's important. Yes, you can go into that space. There's a judgment coming. Is there, I don't want to hear this coming. And anything that happens, and by being more and more in connection with our breath, with Ujjayi, we want to connect to Drashta. And Drashta is that neutral observation, that inner neutral observation without any judgment. That lets you go to that place of who or what inside me is responding. And it goes very easily hand in hand with that critical voice that we're going to work towards. So just now feel your upper body, your lower body. Feel possibly your Ujjayi breath. And feel the presence of your lower body on the ground. Let that lower part of your body ground more and more. And take up your presence. Take up your whole presence. Seated, as if you're sitting on your crown. Sitting on your crown, on the soil of Mother Earth. Take up your space. Take up your radiance. Take up your breath. And deeply inhale. And deeply exhale. And with all this, with breathing, you also want to feel the air moving through your nostrils. So have a few rounds that you open your nostrils more. Yeah, if that's kind of difficult, you're just kind of feeling it. You can bring the index fingers and your thumbs just at the nostrils, at the wings, and that you kind of gently pull them a little bit open. And immediately you feel that more air can move through, both inwards, upwards, and downwards. And it might let you bring, because you're, from that gaze in Brahmatya, or just below your nose, you're really in that whole area, and it might actually let you connect better to your breath. And if you've put your fingers around the nostrils, just gently bring them down again and notice how you can continue breathing with awareness through the nose, through the nostrils. But also notice how quickly that can stop. Yeah, it takes action, it takes a kind of commitment, it takes a presence for each single breath to move through the nostrils, both for the inhalation and the exhalation. So there's a lot happening. We feel the upper body, we feel our lower body. We want to let any heaviness, any weight disappear. Yes, so that our physical body in a way becomes less present. Our physical body can be very kind of stable and become immobile. We want to stimulate it as well by creating a strong root down from the perineum or from the base of the spine, bringing that down through the soil, finding its way through the soil to come to the center of Mother Earth. And then you hook that root in. And just that moment when you maybe visualize, how you hook that root in, just as if there's an electric shock going upwards through the perineum, maybe through the spine or via the front, going all the way up through the center in between the eyebrows or the back of the head up to the crown. And from there, as if there's a huge vacuum opening up. Here's your part, this whole cosmic energy. And you're an important part of that whole cosmic energy. Notice if you're still breathing. Keeping your eyes focused in Brahmatya or below your nose. And remember Drashta. The deeper we can breathe, the deeper we can enter into Drashta. The who or what inside me is responding. And when you go there, in Drashta, you're neutral. It's not affecting you. You can look at it from an outsider. As if you're a judge. You feel, continue breathing. As part of our Kayasthiriyam, we're going to bring our awareness and our breath into each part of our body in order to release it even more, to create more space, and to enter into deeper concentration. So from the center of Mother Earth, let the awareness go up into your right foot. Bring the awareness, your breath into the right foot, feeling the sole of your right foot, the heel, the top of your foot, and the toes. Feeling the sensations on the skin, reminding yourself that your skin doesn't have any thoughts. So how present can you be on the skin of your right foot? And then when you inhale, as if you expand into that right foot, and you're going in between the nerves, maybe in between the small bones, anything that you feel that needs attention, that needs awareness, that needs releasing. Have 2 in and exhalations into the right foot. With Ujjayi, feel your nostrils. You continue up into your right lower leg, the front and the back and the sides. And when you come into your leg, very often it's easy to connect to the muscles, to the bones, to the ligaments. And please go in there. And maybe when you're practicing Kayasthiriyam more often, you can find also that space of everything that moves, the cells, the blood, water. Maybe imagining the fascia, the whole kind of web, spider web around all of the tissues, all of the bones, all of the ligaments, the muscles, and how we want to moisture that. And that's also what the breath does. Continue with your right knee and the knee cavity. And while you're in a particular part of your body, notice if it's communicating with other parts in your body. Maybe when you're releasing in a part in your right leg, you actually feel as you've got tension in your left leg, so your left neck, left side of the neck. And feel also there as you want to work to release. You're in your upper leg, the front, the back, and the sides. Going into the groin and the hip. It feels if you when you inhale, you feel it really expanding. And when you exhale, if you can make that space completely healthy. Up into the right buttock for 2 in and exhalations. And after that second exhalation, briefly hold your breath. Gently squeeze that right buttock. See if you can contract the perineum. Stay there. When you contract the perineum, it realigns you and it shows where you're holding tension. Then gently release and deeply exhale through your right leg and your right foot, going all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. When you're there again, hold your breath, contract the perineum, or Mula Bandha. Connecting to your left side, while you're aware you feel your right side. Going to inhale up into your left foot, feeling the sole of your left foot, the heel, the toes, the top of your foot. Again, feel the skin every time, wanting to first feel as if you're touching the skin. From there, going inwards. Continue into your left lower leg. The knee and the knee cavity. The upper leg. Feel the front, the back, the sides. To the groin and the hip. Then up into the left buttock, 2 rounds of breathing in, deep in and exhalation, release. If you're still using Ujjayi, where are your eyes? Feel the nostrils. Then hold the breath, gently squeeze the left buttock, contract the perineum. Now you're going to deeply exhale down through your whole left leg, your foot, coming all the way down. At the center of Mother Earth again, when you're there, hold the breath again, contract the perineum, or if you know Mula Bandha, go to Mula Bandha. Feel on the left side. And then with the next inhalation, we're going to inhale up via both sides, so via the soles of both feet, the lower legs, the knees coming up into the upper legs, both the front and the back, arriving into the whole pelvic bowl, arriving at the bottom and the lower back. When you're there, deeply exhale into that whole space. And again, having a deep in and exhalation. And then from the base of the spine, you're going to deeply inhale up through your spine and both sides of your spine, your lower back, the middle of your back, the shoulder blades, your neck. Exhaling down into your shoulders. Inside your arms, release from the inside of your arms. You feel your hands in mudra without any tension. Letting the inhalation go up via your hand palms and the back of your arms as a soft caress just above your skin. And arriving with a full presence and awareness into the armpits. When you arrive there, hold your breath, contract again the perineum, Mula Bandha. And it's as if there's water pushing against a dam and there's a lot of energy that comes with it. See if you can continue your inhalation up into your neck, the back of your head, exhaling towards the ears. Continuing with the inhalation a bit higher up at the back of your head, exhaling towards the temples. And it's as if the breath gives a whole massage to the top of your head. Imagine a soft touch, a soft, caring, loving touch that lets the whole back of your body feel released. That lets the whole front of your body become released. So from there, go down into your face. Feel how your eyes are still focused in Brahmadhyā or below your nose, but feel how you can release your face, particularly inside your mouth, your jaws, your tongue. Moving into the throat, remember that's the space from where we start Ujjayi, so have a few rounds to connect more and more to Ujjayi, possibly visualizing the wave on the ocean. And when you inhale, let that inhalation become longer, slower, wider, more present. And from there, the exhalation can be that as well. And notice when you exhale, which part of your body is also going a little bit more backwards. If you feel that your breath is in your belly, then you can already start breathing deeper in the belly. But the main focus stays in the space of the throat, visualizing how the inhalation goes forwards and how the exhalation goes backwards. And you can still use that exhalation to evacuate anything that's disturbing you. And it comes in the way from staying connected to your breath, from entering into a deeper concentration. But notice as well when you can make your breath a bit deeper. And again, we can do that via the nostrils, in exhaling deeper through the nostrils, but also feeling how the belly moves, how the breath moves in the belly, so that when we exhale, that we actually can let the navel go a little bit more backwards, that we can bring a little bit more strength in the belly as well. And then when we inhale, so we're inflating that whole belly, but still the main focus on Ujjayi in the space of the throat for 2 more rounds. And then with the next exhalation with Ujjayi, bring it down into your chest, your heart, and your rib cage. When you inhale, feel your chest, your heart going outwards, the rib cage expands sideways, as if you're exaggerating. Make that really big, and when you exhale, letting that come back again to the center. Do that 2 more times. The next exhalation from the chest, bring it down into your belly. If you feel the breath is really arriving in your belly, and really take up that whole space for your breath, feeling your breath. If you notice it's difficult to be in your belly, then just bring your hands on your belly, because you want to really feel the belly going forwards when you inhale and the belly going backwards when you exhale. Being fully present with your breath, with each single breath in your belly, as if you're becoming one with your breath. And while that's happening, maybe the awareness can expand into your whole body, feeling how the awareness has traveled through your whole body, how your body has become stable, if not immobile, and how that translates inwards. Continue breathing in your belly. You try to take any rush out of your breath. We're going to stay with Ujjayi in our belly. Just letting the belly go forwards when we inhale and letting the belly go backwards when we exhale. And when you start listening more and more to your breath, is there anything else you can hear? Gives your breath more space to look at what might have been your critical voice. Continue breathing in your belly. Feel the air moving through your nostrils, Ujjayi breath, your indrashta, your neutral observation without any judgments. And I think we all know our critical voice. And it might be very present, or when you're practicing yoga and meditation longer, it sometimes might come back. But find that place. Yeah, where that critical voice houses. Where is it inside of you? And where can you really detect it now? And is it active now? Remember, you continue breathing in your belly. And can you ask yourself the question, why is she there? How did that critical voice start? Were you told particular things by others? Whether it was one of your parents, a teacher, a friend, someone on the street, possibly a lover. Where is your critical voice? And why is that critical voice there? Every time, continue breathing in your belly. When you notice you're drifting off, or when you notice you're becoming emotional, or maybe you don't want to kind of face that critical voice. Every time you come back to your breath, you're in Drashta. And maybe that critical voice, maybe you might feel that a particular part of your body, maybe a kind of muscle or an organ that feels particularly heavy whenever that critical voice starts. Or maybe your breath stops. Pay attention as well. When you can see your critical voice, what is your breath doing? And then remind yourself, I want to breathe deeply. I want to stay deep in my belly. Because my breath guides me. And ask yourself, where do I compare myself to others? And it's something that can easily happen on a daily basis. And it's a deep projection. So we can understand where our place is in the value scale. And it's something very, very biological, because it's connected to our belonging and our safety. Continue breathing. And let's go back to that value scale. How does she look? How do I look? How does she measure up to me? How do I measure up to her? Is she more attractive? Or am I more attractive? Notice that game, I might want to call it. It is happening inside of you. And already with saying these kind of comparative questions, notice where you start feeling drained. Notice if you're disconnected from your breath. Are you still breathing deeply? And again, anything that we're exploring here is not to enter into a judgment or to actually kind of activate again that self-criticism. We're in Drashta, and as in Drashta, you can look at all these things from an outsider, and then you can see the situation in which you're maybe looking at someone else and thinking, oh, I find her so very present or radiating or really beautiful, and therefore I find myself less worthy. And notice how you can see that in Drashta, but also wanting to explore, where does it come from? Did anyone ever make a comment, for instance, about your body, about you? Anything. Remember, continue breathing deeply in your belly. And also ask yourself the question, when you find something, let's say that's wrong about another person, how does it let you feel? Does that make you feel automatically better? And for that, safer? Does it go to a space of safety lacking? Continue breathing in your belly. And maybe there's a deep breath that comes. It can also be in belly. The inhalation that moves up just because it's deeper inner sigh, because you're exploring things. And they take energy, and it might need a release that has to come. But I want you to stay connected to your breath. And perhaps if you can breathe better in another space, go there. But ideally, if you're in a deeper meditation, you can be deeper in your belly as well. And so let's go and explore a little bit that safety. Because what if you could feel that space, that place of safety from deep inside, and that you can affirm in your body that you're safe? What would that feel like? Maybe you can feel sensations already moving through your body. Maybe there's an image, a visual of what it looks like. When you can derive that safety, when you can inform your body and your deeper self that you are safe and that you're worthy. And that we're really actually exploring our own self-worth. That you can shift your focus, your energy, and your intention to your own self-worth. We are all worthy. And it might maybe not arrive immediately, not in words, or not as a concept, but it's a start. So let this be your start to live from self-worth. And that every time when that critical voice comes up, whether it's from the other installed inside of you, that you can now start seeing it. And as if you want to kind of grab it and say, hey, that's not needed anymore. I'm going to just place you here beside me, because I know my self-worth now. Continue breathing. And just think about the time, the days, all the energy you're using for all these thoughts and feelings of self-criticism, of comparison. And it isn't your fault. It isn't your fault. It's in our deep biology. It's at cellular level. It's a need to survive. And if we want to see where we can place ourselves on that value ladder, or we would like to start detaching from that and creating a spaciousness in our days. Spaciousness. Imagine what that could feel like. Give yourself space. Feel your breath. Your breath is giving you space. Or would it be that just every now and then during your day, you can drop into yourself and listen to your thoughts, emotions, and feelings? Also with that, obviously noticing when that critical voice comes in, or maybe there was a situation when it came in, and after that you can evaluate it. Those are the steps we want to start making. And this meditation is at first awareness. of where the critical voice lies. Why is that there? How much time and energy are you spending on that critical voice? Again, in drashta, your neutral observation without a judgment. Is the who or what is responding? That who or what is not necessarily you. And we want to find that you again. Every cell, every molecule inside of us is listening, is vibrating with us. So imagine how our body is responding to all these thoughts, emotions, all of that self-criticism. Remember, you're an energetic being. You vibrate. So which vibration would you like to send to your own being? Which vibration would you like to send to your own deeper being, to yourself? And your value comes from your inner compass, an inner compass of knowing that you're valuable, just as you are. You're valuable. You're valuable. Start living and breathing from the deeper inner self-worth. Take a deeper inhalation upwards and a deeper exhalation downwards. And again, a deep inhalation up. Deep exhalation down. And let the breath again come back in your belly. And focus your eyes even more upwards at the space of your forehead, Shidakash. Right there, the words, I am valuable. I am valuable. I am valuable. Keep that active on the space of your forehead, Shidakash. I am valuable. And then take 2 more deep in and exhalations. The inhalation coming from your belly up into your rib cage, your chest, your throat, Brahmadya. Center in between the eyebrows and deeply exhale down. And again, deeply inhale. And deeply exhale. Then gently erase those words from Shidakash, the space of your forehead. And notice how your breath is moving. And let the breath become again a bit more active, full or present in your whole physical body. Feeling how you're sitting. Feeling again your whole physical body. And when that's there, just gently move your toes and your feet, your fingers and your hands. You keep your eyes closed. You're going to bring the fingers onto the ground beside you. And as you inhale, you're going to make a big circle around you, a big circle of self-worth. And your hand palms come together above your head. And deeply exhale, bring your self-worth into your heart. from where we're going to chant Shanti mantra. Deeply inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Deeply inhale, mentally repeat 3 times. I'm valuable. I'm valuable. I'm valuable. And deeply exhale. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Thank you for joining us on the Colours of Womanhood. Whether you found a piece of yourself in today's story or it opened a new perspective, I hope it reminded you that your path, in all its colours, is valid, sacred, and worth honouring. If you're curious to explore your energy levels and reconnect with your inner energetic potential, I invite you to download Energize In, a free resource designed to give you a gentle yet powerful taster of what's possible when you tune into your feminine vitality. You'll find the link in the show notes. If this episode moved you, feel free to share it with a sister, a friend, or someone navigating their own womanhood. And if you feel called, leave a review or message. I love hearing what resonates. Until next time, keep listening to your body, nurturing your spirit, and embracing the full spectrum of your womanhood wherever you are in the world.